Poison gases in World War I. Chemical warfare was first used in World War I when France used tear gas against the Germans as an irritant. In World War I, most gases used were disabling chemicals such as tear gas and mustard gas. Mustard gas was viewed as the most effective used. The most common symptoms acquired from breathing gases were blinding, choking, blisters, and muscle spasms. These symptoms were only good for distracting the enemy and rarely killed those affected. Only 4% of combat deaths were from gas. With the invention of chemical warfare also came the invention of gas masks. The first gas masks used were a piece of gauze or cotton soaked in a liquid, and then they were evolved into the gas masks we know today. Gas eventually lost effectiveness in combat when preventive measures became more advanced. Poison gases in World War II. Chemical warfare was used much less in World War II, but developments continued. New gases developed include cyanide, carbon monoxide, and nerve gases. These gases were commonly tested on unwilling Jews or prisoners of war. The only significant use of gases in World War II was when Japan used chlorine gas against Chinese soldiers. Most of these newly developed gases were used in concentration camps, not in battles. Artillery in World War I. In World War I, 15 different types of artillery was used in battle. The French and German produced and used the most artillery in the entire war. Which is weird because the French army sucked in World War II, but it was good in World War I. Artillery could be shot from long and short ranges, from trenches or from around fortresses. Some artillery was mobile, which was very helpful in offensive measures. Unlike poison gases, artillery was very effective, causing 80% of deaths in World War I. So if you want to kill a lot of people, use artillery, not poison gas. If men were killed by artillery, they're often driven into insanity by the memories of seeing their fellow soldiers killed by the dozen, because it's cheaper by the dozen. Artillery in World War II. Artillery was improved tremendously by World War II. 57 different types of artillery were developed by both sides of the war. Each type of artillery required a different amount of men. Most commonly there was one man who looked up for the target, then directed 2 other men who aimed for the gun up, down, left, and right. Then there were at least 3 other men who loaded shells and other things. The Germans fired artillery very accurately, but very slowly, while the British fired very promptly. The Americans did both, fast and accurate, because America can do both.
I've never sung it. I'm
Preach a gospel. No?
Artillery can throw victims' bodies many, many feet. This is a war scene.